Hi.
I'm so happy to have you here. I
I'm
know
happy
we
to be here.
were just watching that clip. You were also out there voguing down this weekend. What was that experience like for you?
The experience, it was fulfilling. I like to see the community come together as a whole and show solidarity. For something that's simply unjust. So to see everybody out there and in a good mood and having a good time and just spreading love is fulfilling.
So let me ask you again. What is ballroom?
Ballroom is it's whatever you want it to be. For me, I saw it as a safe space for me to express myself. There were times where that I felt alone and I had people that I could turn to and pick my spirits up. Where at the time I didn't necessarily have family, I had some extended family that I could lean on when it came to my growth as a person. Um, it's a lot of different facets in ballroom. Just like you don't always have to um, be a participant or be on the floor to be a part of ballroom. There's a lot of different things that you can play a part in ballroom and make a difference because it's a collective effort. It takes everybody, the DJs, the commentators, and the spectators as well to create ballroom itself. There's a lot of different things.
And I just seen this big resurgence, like, well, here in Seattle, I didn't even know that we had a ballroom scene. And it's just been a lot of community folks that have been gathering together as a collective. How does that work?
Word of mouth and it being on a consistent basis. A lot of people that are unfamiliar with ballroom um, knows a friend of a friend that knows a friend of a friend that can do a little something in which it leads to curiosity. And that curiosity stems from somebody attending one event, and then seeing how much they enjoy it, and then attending the next event and telling their friend about that event, and that they bring a friend, and then they bring a friend. So um, specifically, I would say word of mouth.
And how long have you been a part of the ballroom scene? I'm
I've
not
been
asking your age. I'm just asking.
no, I'm very proud of my age.
Okay.
I've been a part of the ballroom scene for 16 years.
16 years. And what got you started in the scene?
What got me started? A really good friend of mine, my gay father, Lawrence Garcon. He was in the mainstream ballroom scene just last night. He was recently deemed an icon. Um, we go way back, and it stems from we went to the same high school. We were regular friends, and one day after school, we were on the phone just talking, and he had already had his experience in the ballroom scene, so he was telling me about it, and I'm listening, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool. Um, then it went from me being on YouTube, and he sent me this one particular clip. Um, it was a clip of Laomi and Cassandra. Specifically, I remember Cassandra Ebony. She had on black and white, and Laomi had on all black. She had on like a red bob with some red heels, and they were voguing, battling, and I'm watching. I'm like, damn, this looks cool. And she did one move where she did a kick, turn around, and then she like did the Matrix really slow, and then like did a spin. And I'm like, damn, I think I could do that. It stemmed from there.
See, and I've seen you at your in your work, and I must say, we're gonna have to unpack that in a second because I need to ask you a little bit more questions about Squeakk, and then we have to also ask. I need to know what is a chop, but we'll talk about that in just a minute. You're watching The Day with Trae. We'll be back with Squeakk. And we're back with The Day with Trae. We are just talking through the break. I just wanted to know because we talk so much about the ballroom scene, but I think some people don't know the one-on-one. So I'm just gonna throw out some words, and then you just let me know. Give a description, okay? What is a commentator?
A commentator, the MC of the night.
Okay. What is so in the DJ? But the DJ is not just like a DJ The house DJ is a little different from the other DJs, like in the club. What's the difference?
No, all DJs are one and the same.
Okay.
A ballroom DJ, they just have more of an ear of how to run the ball, because not only does the commentator play a part in like the entire function, but the DJ also. So they have to be on a similar accord as far as like starting the beat, stopping the beat, when not the commentator needs silence or needs to start the beat, stuff like that.
Right, that takes a skill. Like I love what all the DJs do, but I've just noticed that the house DJs, you have to be really skillful in like what you're picking and like really reading the room. Shout out to all the DJs though, but the house DJs really be tearing it up. And okay, last but not least, because this has happened to me before, but I just want to just ask, what is a chop?
A chop means well, for specific categories, there's a description most times, and the description is how you should present yourself or how you should bring it, should I say. And if you get chopped, that means someone on the judges panel felt that you didn't bring it according to what the category was asking for.
Have you ever been chopped?
I have.
How did it feel? Because I got sad. I did commentator in it.
I mean, of course, it's like, damn, I got chopped. But, the chops are like one of the building blocks to help you, be better. When you get chopped, you shouldn't stop there. You should keep coming back until you stop getting chopped, essentially.
Okay. Well, I won't try to do that, but sometimes it's hard. But I will come back. But
if you want it bad enough, you go for it.
I'm gonna try. And I need to ask you too, because you also create space for community members. So can you tell us about the Ballroom Kiki?
The Playground Kiki is a nonprofit organization that I work alongside to just bring safe spaces to the community. Ballroom related, we hold spaces a couple times a week for people to practice their crafts, to hone their crafts, for them to be able to participate in ballroom.
Okay. And how long have you been doing that for?
This is like maybe like 2.5 years now.
And I've just noticed, like, I remember like watching you share it, right? And for like throughout the months, I just see more and more people just like, yes, I can't wait for Mondays. I can't wait for Mondays. How important are these Mondays for you?
They're important for me because me being such sort of an introverted person, it helps me, be a bit more social. Sometimes I'm a little too comfortable with being by myself, and people tell me how great of a person I am all the time. So I feel like this is something I should share with the world. So it helps with a bit of my social anxiety and me being comfortable with accepting love, giving love, that two-way street.
Absolutely. I think that's beautiful, especially just like, I think that's a prime example of what the ballroom does for community members and being open. So I think that's great. Now, I know I've been calling you Squeak here, right? And your name, if you mind if I say your name, and your name is Warren, right? What's the difference between Squeak and Warren?
Warren is business, Squeak is pleasure.
Okay.
I think that's like the simplest way that I can put it. Most of the time I'm Squeak. That's that's something that I respond to even quicker. I'm more in a Squeak element because Squeak is a lot more outgoing, a lot more sociable. Squeak is more of a good time. Warren is more so, business, tunnel vision, not as talkative. If it's not about, nothing important, I'm pretty much in the background.
Well, I've always just appreciated both. um, in the working community and like people that have known you. I've known you for like the past couple of years, and watching you, community is watching you be in community
Yeah.
and a part. And I say a lot about community compasses and what you people like yourself and Julian have been able to, and others have done in community when it comes to this ballroom scene has been amazing. It has been amazing. Didn't even know the scene even existed here in Seattle. So I thank you.
Yeah, it wasn't as what's the word? It's thriving in this moment in time. It's thriving. It wasn't as thriving, when I first got into it. But I think, you know, not only holding a safe space for people is important, but making sure within that safe space there are people that are able to tend to um, the place that is, safe. Because what good is a home if it's empty? You know.
That's beautiful. Well, I mean, I want to come Mondays if I can.
Well, Julian's class is on Mondays, and that's runway.
Okay, and what day? What days is
My days
yours?
is Tuesdays. Shout out to Julian too. He does really good with his classes. Julian's Mondays, 7 to 9 at UW and Meany Hall. Runway classes, and Tuesdays are my classes, which are performance and same time, same place, 7 to 9 at Meany Hall, UW.
Well, we need to be able to come to that. So if you can do me a favor,
It's free.
look into that camera and give community the call to action on what to do throughout the week.
Okay. My socials are NC True Story on Instagram. To get more information about Seattle Ballroom, you can follow at CTech Ballroom on Instagram. Also at the Playground Kiki for those weekly sessions. Again, Julian's runway classes are at Meany Hall at UW from 7 to 9, and my classes are on Tuesdays, same time, same place, 7 to 9 at Meany Hall for performance. It's free. Show up and show out. That's what it's for. It's a safe space, so don't be shy.
And thank you so much. Thank you for not being shy, because I know you probably. Thank you for
Yes,
creating
I
space.
generally am very, very shy,
but I appreciate
it's
you coming.
time.
Right.
It's
I
time.
appreciate you so much for coming today, Squeak. And we're going to take one more break.